In 1967, world leaders signed a treaty to govern outer space. They imagined governments, superpowers, flags planted on moons. They did not imagine a billionaire launching a reusable rocket from a private facility in Texas. They did not imagine a company filing claims over lunar resources. They did not imagine a future where space is not a frontier between nations, but a market between corporations. That treaty is still the foundational law of outer space today, and it is completely unprepared for the world we're building. The Outer Space Treaty of 1967 was born in the coldest years of the Cold War. The United States and the Soviet Union were racing to the moon, and both sides understood one thing clearly. If one superpower claimed the moon as sovereign territory, the other would consider it an act of war. So they agreed on a principle that still governs space law today. No nation can claim sovereignty over any celestial body. The moon, Mars, asteroids, they belong to no one. Article 2 of the treaty states it explicitly. Outer space is the province of all mankind. It sounds elegant. It was designed for a world where only governments could afford to go there. That world no longer exists. SpaceX has launched over 200 missions. Blue Origin is building infrastructure in low Earth orbit. Astrobotic landed on the moon as a private contractor, and dozens of companies are actively planning asteroid mining operations, targeting rocks worth trillions of dollars in rare metals. Here is the legal problem. The treaty says no nation can claim sovereignty over space, but it says almost nothing about private companies extracting and selling resources from it. In 2015, the United States passed the Commercial Space Launch Competitiveness Act, quietly establishing that American citizens have the legal right to own resources they extract from space, not the celestial body itself, just what they take from it. Luxembourg followed in 2017, the UAE in 2020. A growing list of countries is building domestic legal frameworks that say the same thing. The international community has no unified response. The UN Committee on the Peaceful Uses of Outer Space, COPUOS, has been debating this for years without binding resolution. What you have is a legal vacuum. And into legal vacuums, power flows. There is a second problem that almost nobody is discussing. The 1967 treaty was negotiated by two superpowers who broadly agreed on one thing: space should not become a battlefield. Today, the geopolitical landscape looks nothing like 1967. China has a fully operational space station. It has landed rovers on the far side of the moon, a region no other country has reached. It has stated publicly that it intends to establish a permanent lunar base by 2035. The United States responded with the Artemis Accords, a bilateral framework signed by over 40 countries that establishes norms for lunar operations, resource extraction, and safety zones around space infrastructure. China and Russia have not signed. What is emerging is not one legal framework for space. It is two competing ones, mirroring the geopolitical divide on Earth, now projected 384,000 kilometers upward. The moon is becoming the next arena of great power competition. And the legal architecture governing it was written when humans had never left low Earth orbit. Add artificial intelligence to this equation, and the complexity multiplies. Autonomous systems are already being used in space operations. NASA's Perseverance rover makes real-time navigation decisions without human input. Future mining operations on asteroids will almost certainly be conducted by AI-controlled machinery operating with minimal human oversight. Current space law assumes a human actor making decisions. A nation, a company, a person. It has no framework for autonomous systems operating in space, making resource decisions, potentially interacting with or interfering with the infrastructure of other actors. Who is legally responsible when an autonomous mining drone collides with another country's satellite? What law applies? Which court has jurisdiction? Nobody has answered these questions because nobody wrote the law for this world. The 1967 Outer Space Treaty was one of the most visionary legal documents of the 20th century. It prevented space from becoming a Cold War battlefield. It established principles of cooperation that held for decades, but it was written for a world of two superpowers and government space programs, not for a world of private rockets, asteroid mining, autonomous systems, and a fracturing international order. The question is not whether this legal framework needs to be updated. Everyone agrees it does. The question is who gets to write the new rules, and whether the international community can agree on them before the vacuum is filled by whoever moves fastest. That has always been how power works, on Earth, and apparently beyond it. If you found this useful, subscribe. Next week, we go deeper into who is actually writing the rules of the new space economy and why it matters for every country on Earth.